Welcome! Today, we're going to explore a really powerful teaching from Lesson 275 of A Course in Miracles. It's all about finding a sense of calm and stability in our lives. We're talking about how to find peace, even when the world around us feels anything but peaceful. So let's just dive right in. Does this question hit home for you? That feeling of being kind of tossed around by events, by all the noise, by this constant stream of uncertainty? It's a really human experience, and yeah, it can definitely leave us feeling a little lost, searching for some solid ground.
But what if there was a different way to experience all of that? The source material we're digging into today suggests that there is, a teaching that offers a deep, internal sense of security and peace, no matter what's happening on the outside.
Okay, so let's get to the heart of it. This whole teaching is built around a concept it calls the healing voice. We're going to break down exactly what that means and why it's considered to be so transformative.
And here it is. This is the central idea, the foundation for the whole lesson. God's healing voice protects all things today. Notice it's not about tomorrow or what happened yesterday. It's a declaration of complete safety right here in this very moment. It's such a simple sentence, but wow, its implications are huge.
Now this is a really important point. This voice isn't necessarily something you literally hear with your ears. The Course talks about it as a constant, loving, divine presence. You can think of it like an unwavering internal compass, always pointing you towards your well-being and safety.
So why does this matter so much? Well, because it speaks directly to some of our deepest fears, doesn't it? It basically says you are not alone in your struggles. It replaces that feeling of isolation with the idea of constant support, and it offers this profound comfort that doesn't depend on an ever-changing world. But this is more than just a comforting thought. It's a tool for a pretty radical shift in how we see everything. So the next step is to understand how we can consciously shift our mindset from one that's rooted in fear to one that's based in love.
Just take a look at this. On the left, you've got a view of the world that's probably pretty familiar. It's chaotic, it's uncertain, it's a struggle. But by tuning into this healing voice, the perception completely transforms. What felt like chaos now feels like protection. Uncertainty turns into security. And that constant struggle, it's replaced by peace. It's the same world, but a totally different experience of it. And the real payoff for making this internal shift, according to the teaching, it's not just a quick fix. It's about building a deep, lasting state of mental and emotional well-being, a foundation of peace that isn't so easily shaken by life.
Okay, so that's the theory, and it sounds great, right? But how do we actually make it real in our lives? Let's get practical and move from the what to the how, because the source material gives us a clear roadmap for putting this into practice. The whole practice is broken down into 4 pretty simple steps. Each one is designed to build on the last one, moving from quiet focus to reinforcing the idea to actually recognizing it in your own life. So let's walk through them one by one.
First up, meditation. And this is all about creating a quiet space to feel this protection, not just think about it. The exercise is simple. Just sit, breathe, and visualize being surrounded by this warm, protective light, a kind of tangible symbol of this healing voice shielding you.
Step 2 is using daily affirmations. This is about actively training your mind. By coming up with and repeating a simple phrase like, I am protected by God's healing voice, you're constantly bringing that truth back into your awareness, especially on a busy day. The third step is journaling. Think of this as being a detective in your own life. You're looking for the evidence. By writing down moments where you felt guided or supported, or maybe just had a lucky break, you start to see a pattern. You build your own personal proof that this protective presence has been there all along. And finally, step 4, gratitude. This is so powerful because it shifts your focus to what is already safe and good in your life. By consciously listing things you feel protected by, maybe it's your friends, your home, or your own intuition, you actively strengthen that feeling of being cared for and secure. So, we've covered the main idea, the big shift in perception it can create, and the actual daily steps you can take. Now, to bring it all home, let's turn this from just information into a personal reflection.
And really, this brings us to the heart of the whole practice, all wrapped up in this final, powerful question. How can I better attune my thoughts and actions to align with the healing voice of God in my daily life? Now, this isn't a question with one right answer. It's an invitation. It's a personal starting point for an ongoing practice of bringing more peace, more security, and more love into your own experience of the world.